Hey guys, today I'm filming a palette of the month review video on the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. This retails for $49. You can purchase this from Sephora, Ulta, and anywhere else that Urban Decay products are sold. So the price has gone down a little bit, which I think is nice, and you still get the same amount of eyeshadows. I'm not sure if price per gram is the same or whatnot. So this packaging is a thick plastic packaging with a magnetic closure that is very sturdy. I enjoy the magnetic packaging, and this is fine with me. You know, this hard plastic. You do have this nice Merlot color. You've got little cherries here, which I don't think is the cutest, but I don't think it's ugly either. The packaging is just fine for me. Then on the inside, you do get your 12 eyeshadows. You do have a nice mirror, and then you do have a double-ended brush. I don't usually use the brushes that come in the palettes, but this one is a blending brush and a thick smudger brush. So I don't know if I would love that. I'll give it a shot at some point. So now I will show you all of the shades with swatches, and I know that Temptalia has reviewed this palette, so I will make sure to have her dupe post linked down in the description box. These colors are definitely not the most unique out there, so I can guarantee that there are probably going to be some good dupes for these, or colors that are very close if not exact. Hotspot is a matte. Caution is a matte. Bang Bang is a shimmer. Feelz is a matte. Juicy is a matte. And Turn On is a shimmer. Ambitious is a shimmer. Bing is a matte. Devilish is a matte. Young Love is a shimmer. Drunk Dial is a shimmer, and Privacy is a matte. I was able to create 5 different looks using these palettes. I created a look around every single different shimmer. Of course, I could have come up with some more looks if I would have done all matte looks, but that is not usually what I go for. But I will show you the details of all those looks now. Here's today's look using my palette of the month. I used Juicy as my transition color, Feelz as my crease color, Turn On as my lid shade, and Devilish as my outer corner color. Here are what the eyes look like up close. On my cheeks, I'm wearing NARS blush in Outlaw. On my lips, I'm wearing the ColourPop and Hello Kitty Ultra Satin Lip in the shade Tiny Chum, which was limited edition. Here is today's look using my palette of the month. I'm wearing Ambitious on my lid, Feelz as my transition color, Bing as my crease color, and Devilish as my outer corner color. Here are what the eyes look like up close. On my cheeks, I'm wearing MAC blush and Breath of Plum. On my lips, I'm wearing the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Stone. Here's today's look using my palette of the month. Here are what the eyes look like up close. I'm wearing Bang Bang on my lid, Feelz as my crease color, and Juicy as my transition color. On my cheeks, I'm wearing the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in Fetish. On my lips, I'm wearing the Trestique Lip Glaze pencil in Paris Pink. Here's today's look using my palette of the month. I'm wearing Young Love on my lid, Devilish in my outer corner, Bing as my crease color, and Feelz as my transition color. Here are what the eyes look like up close. On my cheeks, I'm wearing the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Exposed. On my lips, I'm wearing the Lime Crime Velvetine in the shade Faded. Here is today's look using my palette of the month. I'm wearing Drunk Dial on my lid, Privacy on my lower lash line, Feelz as my transition color, Bing as my crease color, Devilish as my outer corner color. Here are what the eyes look like up close. On my cheeks, I'm wearing the Balm blush in Cabana Boy. On my lips, I'm wearing the Anastasia lip gloss in Vintage. In this palette, you do get 7 mattes, which is a lot for their Urban Decay Naked palettes. I know in the Naked Heat they had about the same amount of mattes, which I think is great because I know a lot of us tend to use more mattes to create a full eye look than we do shimmers. Now for me, a palette, I would be okay if it was half shimmer, half matte, but I do enjoy having more mattes because I do usually do a shimmer on the lid and then matte transition crease outer corner and matte brow bone highlight. So I do enjoy the ratio of shimmers to mattes in this palette. So to talk about the formula of each of the finishes, starting with the mattes, I think that these all perform very consistently. They do have a lot of pretty intense pigmentation from the jump, but they are easy to control and blend out. I would say that these are very powdery, and they're a lot more powdery compared to the other Urban Decay Naked palettes. Again, I think this has a similar formula to the Naked Heat if you have tried that one. So you are going to get a lot of kick up like you do with an Anastasia shadow, but maybe not quite as much, but that doesn't bother me at all. I find them very pigmented, easy to blend and work with. Then for the shimmers, I think that they all worked very well. They were very pigmented. They had a beautiful shimmery metallic sheen to them, which I enjoyed. The shimmers do need to be built up a little bit, but not bad. The only shade I had trouble with would be this shimmery peachy pink called Bang Bang. I feel like with all of Urban Decay's Naked palettes, they have one shade in there that's like a little bit chunky, which sucks, or it's hard to pick up on the brush or something. And this one was chunky, which doesn't make sense. I don't know why they couldn't make it like these other really nice shimmers. It was a little chunky. This one required more building, and I did pack it on with a brush over top of a cream shadow, which I always do with my shimmers, is layer them over a cream shadow. But then I did go in with my finger to really pack on the color to get it to adhere to my eye. I still think it looked beautiful, and I do like that color. I just wish it performed as well as the other shimmers, and I don't understand what it is about it that makes it different, because like I said, it seems like with almost all Urban Decay Naked palettes, there's one shade in there that has like chunky glitter that just does not perform the easiest, or it has a good bit of fallout. But I was able to make it work, but I did want to mention that, and I was really happy. So I'm wearing the darkest shimmer on my lid today, and I thought that might look more of like a dull, warm pinky brown color, but over top of that cream base, it did really show through a lot more of the red tones. It didn't show so brown, which I thought was very beautiful, and I was really happy with that. And I think pairing it with some of these other colors really helped to enhance that. So now to talk about my favorite and least favorite shades in this palette. We'll start off with the easy one, which is the least favorite, and that would actually be this weird oatmeal tan color called Caution. I mean, this one is nice and pigmented. It's a good matte shadow, but I never used it because it doesn't make sense to me in this palette. Now, maybe that would be nice for someone with a medium skin tone to set their eye primer, but I don't think that this color goes with any of the other shades in this palette. I think what would have been nice is to replace that shadow with a lighter pink. So obviously something between this matte cream and then this matte pink. So I would say that I would like to have seen like a brighter red in here, because this is called cherry, and when we think of cherry we think of a bright red, and in here we have a lot of pinky tones. So I think it would have been nice to see one of these probably down here replaced with more of like a cherry red color, but then that might not go well with the rest of these, but that could have been a little adjustment that I would have enjoyed. But I think all the rest of these are very beautiful. I would say that Feelz and Juicy, these two colors right here, I use them a ton. I think those are beautiful. I also love Turn On and Ambitious for lid shades. In this darker color here, I just used it on my lower lash line today, and again I thought it would just look brown, but you are able to see some of those more Merlot tones to them, which I think is very beautiful. So I actually like all of them except for that one. So to give you guys my overall thoughts on this palette, I'm very happy with it. I think all the colors are beautiful. They're definitely the kind of tones I enjoy. I think they really bring out the green in my eyes. I'm really happy with this formula. I do think it is an improvement compared to the Naked 1, 2, and 3 formula. It performs similar to the Naked Heat. So you do have some kick up in the pan, but I didn't have a ton of fallout on my face, but it was pigmented, it was easy to blend out. I, as I said, enjoy all these colors, but this is not the most versatile palette. These do give you a more monochrome look. Like if you take out this more peachy shade here and that more golden color, these are all very similar. It would just be like a gradient of the same shade. So I'm glad that they threw in those tones so you can come up with different looks. Now I do feel like all the looks I created are different, but as I said, this is not the most versatile palette, so I don't necessarily think this is a must-have for everyone. If you gravitate towards these kind of shades, or if you have green eyes maybe, I think that this is a good palette to pick up on sale. I was able to get this 20% off, but I did actually receive it as a Christmas gift, and I'm very happy that I received it for that. But I don't know if I would have purchased this on my own because it is not the most versatile. However, I am very, very happy to have this. I do enjoy it, and I can see myself pulling for this one quite a bit, and I do think it is good quality. So it's totally based on your personal preference when it comes to colors, and if you feel that you need this in your collection or it would serve a purpose for you. But maybe if you're only interested in a shade or two, you can check out Temptalia's dupe post and get an idea of a few singles that will give you the feels or the vibes, as Hannah says, of this whole palette. So guys, those are my thoughts on the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.